Assalamu alaikum. Liberalism is a powerful global phenomenon that has shaped the modern world. At its core, liberalism emphasizes the right of individuals, personal freedoms, autonomy, and equality. In many societies, it encourages people to express themselves without fear of censorship, promoting a secular view of government and society. This has brought significant social and political changes, advocating for gender equality, freedom of speech, and the protection of personal liberties. However, these ideals are often clash with traditional values, especially those rooted in religious teachings. Another significant development in the modern era is religious pluralism. This refers to the idea that diverse religious beliefs and practice that can coexist peacefully within a society. While liberalism encourages the separation of religion from state affairs, it also advocates for tolerance and respect for various belief systems. The global landscape is increasingly becoming a mosaic of different religions and cultures, leading to new dynamics between belief systems. Yet, with the rise in liberalism and pluralism, tensions have emerged. The individualistic nature of liberalism often conflicts with communal and family-centered values found in many religious traditions. This creates a complex challenge for religious communities who may feel that liberalism undermines their foundational teachings. Today, we explore the Islamic response to these global trends, how Islam, with its strong emphasis on family values, community responsibilities, and moral frameworks, address the rising tides of liberalism. We will specifically focus on how the Qur'an and Sunnah provide guidance on these issues, particularly in relation to the role of the family.
Next, we will see the Islamic perspective on liberalism. Liberalism can affect traditional Islamic values, especially in terms of three aspects. First is the family structure. Liberalism emphasizes individual freedom choice, while traditional Islamic values show that family structures often prioritize collective well-being. For instance, an individualism is free to marriage and divorce that actually conflicting Islamic values that emphasize specific grounds for both of them. Second is gender roles. Liberalism focuses on gender equality, where men and women are in same gender. This is actually the opposite of Sharia. For example, a real man can dress as a woman and vice versa. This is in contrast with Sharia, which stated that there is specific clothing for men and women in public. Third is societal norms. One of its parts is freedom of expression, whereby liberalism encourages the follower to express their speech even though it may criticize religious figures. Therefore, Islam has promoted justice and balance in one's life. Islam does not restrict one part with another, but promotes to be balanced in both. Some scholars argue that Islam promotes a balanced approach that recognizes the importance of both personal freedom and social responsibility. They highlight Maqasid Sharia that emphasize the priority to ensure harmony in life and protect the right of humanity in this world, both for individuals and society. Liberalism also promotes secularism, which means separation between religious action and worldly life, whereby Islam is a comprehensive religion that its content can cover on every part of life. The main source of Islam, which is Qur'an and Sunnah, also guide people relating to liberalism. One of verses from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is from Surah An-Nisa, which means, O you who believe, be steadfast in justice, witnesses for the sake of Allah, even if it be against yourself or your parents or your kindred. Whether to be rich or poor, Allah is more considerate of both. From Surah An-Nisa, verse 135. This verse emphasizes the importance of justice, kindness, and the prohibition of oppression.
After that, we move to the importance of family unit in Islam. In Islam, the importance of the family unit is really emphasized. Family unit is the foundation of the community that established through marriage. It consists of a father, a mother, and the children. The family is considered as a holy institution in Islam. This can be seen in the Qur'an, verse 21 of Surah Ar-Rum, which means, "And one of his signs is that he created for you spouses from among yourselves, so that you may find comfort in them. And he has placed between you compassion and mercy. Surely in these are signs for people who reflect." One of the importance of the family unit is the education of the children. In a family, the parents are responsible to teach their children with the values of Islam. They need to guide the children to the path of Allah. In Surah At-Tahrim, verse 6, Allah said that, "O believers, protect yourselves and your families from a fire whose fuel is people and stones, overseen by formidable and severe angels who never disobey whatever Allah orders, always doing as commanded." This verse asserts that the role of a husband and wife is same, where both should teach their children with the teachings of Islam. For example, according to the Sunnah, the parents should teach the children to pray as early as 7 years old. Other than that, teach them the Qur'an and Sunnah as well. Therefore, the Islamic teachings need to be applied in the family so that the children will grow with the pure values of Islam. A family should have a friendly and strong ties between the family members. In the first verse of Surah An-Nisa, Allah said, "O humanity, be mindful of your Lord who created you from a single soul, and from it He created its mate, one, and through both He spread countless men and women. And be mindful of Allah, in whose name you appeal to one another, and honor family ties. Surely Allah is ever watchful over you." This verse really asserts about the family ties. The reason is, with strong family ties, social cohesion can be established. By having strong family ties, a useful young generation can be born. The parents are responsible to teach their children about ethical life. They should give love to the children as much as possible. For example, the parents can spend their time frequently with the children by having a talk session about their studies and hobbies. By this way, the children will feel loved by the parents and appreciate them. In return, they will not engage themselves with any social problems so as not to disappoint their parents. Therefore, by giving sufficient love, the children can be shaped as useful persons to achieve social cohesion. There are several Islamic values that need to be applied in order to achieve Islamic family. First is love and mercy. The Qur'an emphasizes the importance of love and mercy within the family. Spouses are encouraged to treat each other with compassion and understanding, fostering a loving and supportive environment. Parents are reminded to shower their children with love and to provide them with a safe and nurturing home. Second, Islam outlines the rights and responsibilities of family members, ensuring that each individual is treated with respect and fairness. Husbands are obligated to provide for their wives and children, while wives are encouraged to maintain the household and care for their families. Children are required to show obedience and gratitude for their parents. Third, within the family, parents are entrusted with the responsibility of imparting religious and moral education to their children. They are encouraged to lead by example, demonstrating honesty, integrity, and kindness. Through proper guidance, children develop a strong sense of ethics and values. Fourth, Islam stresses the importance of unity and support within the family. Family members are urged to stand by each other during times of joy and sorrow, offering encouragement and assistance. This solidarity strengthens the family bond and fosters a sense of belonging and security. The last one, Islam places great emphasis on caring for the elderly within the family. Children are encouraged to honor and respect their parents, providing them with love and support in their old age.
Liberalism, with its emphasis on individual freedom and autonomy, has brought about both opportunities and challenges for modern societies. In this context, Islam provides a balanced and holistic framework rooted in the Qur'an and Sunnah that emphasizes the importance of community and family cohesion while maintaining moral responsibility. The Qur'an highlights of the value of familial ties and communal responsibilities as the bedrock of a healthy society. For instance, in Surah Luqman, verse 14, Allah commands, "And we have enjoined upon man care for his parents. His mother carried him, increasing her in weakness upon weakness, and his weaning is in 2 years. Be grateful to me and to your parents. To me is the final destination. This verse underscores the deep responsibility each individual has toward their families, especially their parents. It established that gratitude and care for one's family are not merely social norms, but divine obligations. This teaching serves as a reminder that while personal freedom is important, it must coexist with the responsibility to strengthen familial bonds. Similarly, the Sunnah of Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, is replete with examples of how he emphasized communal solidarity and family's value. The Prophet said, "The best of you are those who are best to their families, and I am the best among you to my family." This hadith reminds us that the integrity of the family unit is central to one's faith and moral character. By promoting mutual care and accountability within families, Islam safeguards society from the fragmentation that often accompanies extreme individualism. One of the challenges posed by liberalism is the erosion of cultural and familial identity. Islamic values act as a safeguard by prioritizing collective welfare over unchecked individualism. Concepts like silatul rahim, maintaining family ties, are integral to Islamic teachings and ensure that family remains the foundation of society. Islam also emphasizes modesty, respect, and shared responsibility, values that are essential in preserving both cultural identity and societal harmony. For example, in response to liberal views that may downplay the importance of traditional family structures, Islam advocates for balance. Marriage and parenthood are not seen as mere personal choices, but as responsibilities with far-reaching social implications. A stable family structure creates a nurturing environment where children grow up with a sense of purpose, identity, and belonging. As Muslims, our response to liberalism must embody the moral framework of Islam while engaging with the global discourse. Islam teaches us to adopt what is good and just while safeguarding our principles and values. Surah Al-Baqarah verse 143 refers to the Muslim Ummah as a middle nation, ummatan wasatan, striking a balance between extremes. This verse encourages Muslims to engage with modern values tactfully, ensuring that the integrity of the family unit and community remains intact. In conclusion, Islam's moral framework offers a balanced response to liberalism, blending personal freedom with communal responsibility. While liberalism emphasizes individual rights, Islam complements it by ensuring those rights do not overshadow the importance of family, morality, and community. As Muslims, we must embody the principles, striving to live a life where Islamic values and global challenges coexist harmoniously. By holding firm to the teachings of the Qur'an and Sunnah, we can contribute to a society that harnesses both individual aspirations and collective well-being, ensuring a future that is rooted in faith and unity.